All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our very last example from section 3.5, and we see that we have an absolute value less than or equal to a positive number, and remember by now our pattern tells us that's a sandwich. If distance is less than or equal to 1, that means we have to stay close. We have to stay in between the numbers -1 and +1. So 4 minus 4x is in between a -1 and a +1. Remember, with a sandwich, the signs always point to the left, or that way, in that direction. Now, we want to try to get x alone in the middle, so the first thing we're going to do is subtract 4 from all parts. So we have a -5. In the middle we have the opposite of 4x. And on this side we have a -3. Now we have to divide by -4, and if you recall, very important rule, the minute I divide by a negative, what that's causing to have happen is these two inequality signs will change direction. Negative divided by negative is a positive, so I have 5/4. In the middle I have x, and over here I have a positive 3/4. Now, this is a weird little thing to read, okay? But basically what it's telling me, read from the x with me. X is greater than or equal to 3/4, but at the same time x is less than or equal to 5/4. So what it's really telling me is we are sandwiched in between 3/4 and 5/4. So if this ever happens to you in a sandwich, all you really have to do is put, because this number 3/4 is obviously smaller than 5/4, just put it back in the order that you're used to seeing. Put 3/4 on the left, put the bigger number on the right, put x in the middle, and put these back in that direction, and they're saying equivalent things. And then now we're home free, because when we draw our graph, of course we use brackets here because of the equals, we're between 3/4 and 5/4, everything in between and included, and we put a bracket on the 3/4 and we put a bracket on the 5/4. And this right here is my solution set in interval notation. Okay, now one other thing you could have done is you could have gone directly from here and drawn a graph without even putting in this step. What you could have done is you could have said, okay, x is greater than or equal to 3/4, so we know we needed to be to the right of it. Got me? And x is less than or equal to 5/4, so that means we have to be to the left of it, and means they have to meet in the middle. And of course we come out with the very same answer. The key on this problem, always read from the variable. And one other key, when you divide an inequality by a negative, you have to reverse the signs to keep it a true inequality. And we are finally done with section 3.5, so I hope you're learning your patterns, and I hope you're learning your special cases.